Hello, and a very warm welcome. My favourite to my least favourite. We're going to cover all 20 drivers and let's go through them. The first five have really already been covered. Yeah, whoever's video idea this was, comment down below and comment yours in order. Number one, George Russell, the future of the UK and a future world champion. Number two, Charles Leclerc, fast, will be a champion, has to leave Ferrari if he wants to achieve being a champion. 3. 1 foot 1. Started as a bit of a joke, but then it's just stuck on the channel. Everyone refers to him as 1 foot 1 now. So I feel like I have to support him, and I always want him to do well. He needs to have a better spar. 4. Max, supremely talented, and yeah, not much to say about Max. I mean, he's got every record, like, if he wants it, but I don't think he'll stay long enough to get them records, but what he's achieved already, remarkable. 5. Nico Hulkenberg, criminally underrated. He would do a great job at Aston Martin for me, but yeah, he's never going to get that top drive, but a solid midfield driver. Now we get on to the ones that we've not really covered. P6, 6, Oscar Piastri. He will get podiums and race wins. And yeah, he's had a year out the sport and he's already pushing Lando Norris. Yeah, I like Piastri. Yeah, very fast driver. 7, Fernando Alonso. Yeah, just a warrior, best starter in F1. He's massively underachieved in this sport, but yeah, he's quality. Brilliant to watch. Even if you're a hater of him, brilliant. 8, Ocon. Consistent driver, a Hungary Grand Prix winner. Yeah, I don't mind Ocon. Yeah, you got to fit these drivers in some order, so that's what I've done. 9, Carlos Sainz. Now, I wouldn't say I like or dislike Carlos Sainz. I've just got to fit him in the 20, and he's number 9. Yeah, I think he'll win races, get a few podiums, but he's not a champion, Carlos Sainz. 10, Gasly. Frog legs. Yeah, another Grand Prix winner at Monza. Yeah, a solid midfield driver. Not good enough for a top team. Won't be a world champion, but he's a solid midfield man. 11, Alex Albon. Probably will be in most people's top 5. Yeah, Kai is a fan. Helen is a fan. So yeah, Alex Albon. Again, I wouldn't say I like him, dislike him. I've got to fit him on the list somewhere. He's 11. 12, Kevin Magnussen. This guy came back into the sport last year, phenomenal. This year, he's on the verge of being sacked. Needs to up his game massively. Not performing. 13, Joe. Honest opinions on this guy, I don't think he's good enough for Formula 1. His highlight is that crash at Silverstone, although he did a monster lap last week at Hungary. Yeah, I don't think he's cut for Formula 1. Yeah, he should be replaced by like a Teo Porcher, someone like that, an F2 driver. 14, Logan Sargent, another one who's not good enough. He's only on the grid because of his nationality. F1 love America. Logan is the perfect PR puppet. 15, Sergio Perez, not performing. Is probably going to be replaced by Daniel Ricciardo in the long run. Yeah, he's been awful since Miami. 16, Stroll. Now, this guy's probably the most hated for people, but yeah, he's only on the grid because of his dad. Has his dad got the balls to sack his son? Probably not. He's been on the podium, scored a pole at Turkey, But yeah, he's not delivering. Think of who could score points. I mean, he's going to cost Aston second this year in the constructors because he's not scored the points that his teammates scored. Now we get into the drivers that I really do hate, and these guys piss me off, to put it bluntly. 17, Valtteri Bottas, a guy who was conning the Mercedes drive. He was that bad he got sacked and replaced by the male model, and now he's a journeyman at Alfa Romeo. Yeah. Pontash, Valtteri Bottas, just can't stand him. I don't know what it is. He's just was conning that Mercedes drive, really was. And now he seems at home at Alfa Romeo. 18, Lewis Hamilton. 5 years ago, I could never have dreamed this would happen. But this guy is unbearable now, and I tend to turn off the TV when this guy comes on. Complaining about Red Bull's dominance. Where were you when you were dominating? I didn't hear you moaning then. Asking for Red Bull to... I can't stand Red Bull myself, but it's bollocks. Hypocritical. And yeah, all the PR, diversity, bandwagon brigade, no, not for me. As a driver, probably the best with Max. But yeah, unbearable right now. 19, Lando Norris. Now this one could come back to bite me, but I'll say it straight down the pipe. This guy has carried McLaren the last couple of years, but he will not be a world champion. He probably will not win a race. And yeah, does he need to leave McLaren for that success? Maybe so, but yeah. Doesn't take it seriously, pissing around. No, not for me. Serious business is Formula One. Overrated, will never be a champion. 20, and my most hated driver, the smiling wanker, Daniel Ricciardo. I thought we'd seen the back of this guy, but for some reason he's returned. Sacked by his last team, that should have been it, finished. Can't stand him. Again, another guy who doesn't take it seriously enough. Norris and Ricciardo will probably be in people's top 5, but they're my most hated 2 drivers, I would say. Yeah, can't stand the pair of them. Yeah, I'd love it if they were both out the sport, in fairness. Ricciardo, overrated, smiling tosser, to put it nicely. But unfortunately for us, we're going to have to stick around, probably see him get another chance at Red Bull, even though he doesn't deserve it. And yeah, so there we have it. There's my favourite to my least favourite. Comment yours, would be interesting. Or just put your 5 favourite and 5 least favourite. Yeah, there's mine. Russell number 1. Norris and Ricciardo. Yeah, can't stand them 2. I mean, like, you jump into Norris, he's not even the best UK man. He's the worst UK man there. He's not a champion. Will never be a champion. Same with this smiling tosser. Will never be a champion. Might win the odd race, but nah, no champion mentality. Laughing and joking about with everyone and wanting to be everyone's best mate. Fuck that, man. F1's a serious business. Adios.